Oh, my butt's wet. Rain last night.
Happy Friday evening, everybody. Got out of work, decided I need some tractor therapy. Abby wanted a ride over here. She's all laid down now. She does that. So we're gonna go over and do a little bit of bush hogging. Next year we're gonna have 1,000 seedlings come in, and I want to prepare the area of the field where we're gonna put them. We'll go do that until the sun goes down, until I get tired. It's about 7 o'clock in the evening now, and just a nice night to chill out. Hey guys, so I thought I'd take this opportunity to remind you to subscribe to the channel if you like what you're seeing. Like the video, leave your comments down below. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram, Quinn's Tree Farm, for all kinds of updates. And remember us come December when it's time to buy a Christmas tree. So this is where we're going to be mowing today. So the idea is I got to get stuff like this out of the ground because I won't be able to use the finish mower once we reset the rows. So I can't see those with all the grass so high. I don't want to spray Roundup over the entire field. Not only to me is it a waste, but it's also, I don't want to get the frost issues that we've had before with killing all the vegetation, and I think we can get away with mowing it. So that's what we're going to do. Stick around. Alright guys, we did a little bush hogging last night. One of the things I wanted to point out to you, if you notice in the edit, I ended up putting the bucket on the front of the tractor halfway through cutting the field. And we'll get to that when I do the review of the CountyLine 4-foot bush hog, why that is and why I don't really like it. But I thought I'd do a quick review of the 4-foot bush hog. Doesn't seem to be many online, and it's a piece of equipment that a lot of people can use, especially when they have a tractor like this, and it's very handy. So let's get to it. This is the CountyLine 4-foot rotary cutter, otherwise known as a bush hog or a brush hog, depending on your location in the world. We're in Maine, we call them bush hogs. At least that's what I've always known it to be. 51 inches wide, outside diameter, 48 inches cutting diameter, 77 inches long, and it weighs 463 pounds, at least according to the online specs. As of the July 11th, 2020 taping of this episode, it is $1,199.99 on the Tractor Supply online website. Pretty simple machine. PTO shaft from the tractor to a 45 horsepower cast iron gearbox right here. Goes down through to the stump pan, which has the two blades that spin around underneath. 85W90 gear oil does not come with the machine, so you got to get it. It also has the option of buying rubber deflector shields on the front and the back so things don't kick out. I do not have those. Pros of the Bush Hog. The reason why I like it. One, it's not that expensive. It was only $1,200. It does the job. It's made to cut tall, heavy grass and light brush. I think the definition of light brush for what the manufacturer suggests and what I used it for are two different things. But I have cut inch-thick sapling trees with it. It gets really loud. It does not handle the tree stumps in the field very well. The size is really helpful for me as a Christmas tree farmer. I can run the rows. We have the 7-foot wide rows that narrow down as the trees grow, and I can run a 4-foot bush hog right through the rows, no problem. The other thing I like about it, there's not very many parts to it, right? So if something breaks, it's easy to repair. Basically, you have a straight shaft off the back to a gearbox down to two blades that spin around at 540 revolutions per minute. That's about it. A couple of cons, and I don't have very many. All in all, this is a good tool. What I don't like about it, and probably some of it is operator error or asking too much of the machine. Gear oil leaks out of the gearbox pretty much constantly. You can see there's a ton of residue on top of the machine. I've had it. This is the second season I've had it. It wasn't very long before I had oil leaking out of it. Not really a fast leak. It does hold the oil in there. A tip that I heard somewhere and I utilized is, along with the 80 weight oil I put in there, I took 3 or 4 shots of grease and just stuck it in there and squeezed the grease gun 3 or 4 times to thicken it up a little bit, so that would help lubricate it. I haven't seen any negatives from it. Whether it's good for the gearbox or not, we'll find out. If it blows up in a week or two and the mechanic tells me that I shouldn't have done that, then I'll go with what he has to say. The biggest con that I have with this, and I think it's more the overall setup of my tractor as opposed to this piece of equipment, is you do have to have ballast on the front. There's a lot of weight. This is almost a 500-pound implement, and it tips the tractor back and you just can't steer without anything on the front. So I have to put the bucket on when I run this. Not ideal because it lengthens out your turning radius. You have a lot of stuff in front, so I can't really get into nooks and crannies as well as I would like to. So turning rows and things like that, it makes it difficult. That being said, if you have any acreage, I think a Bush Hog is a must-have piece of equipment for your operation. All right, so I hope you enjoyed my quick review of the CountyLine 4-foot Bush Hog. I like it. I recommend it. I recommend that everybody has a Bush Hog in their toolbox of tractor tools. You won't be sorry. I'm going to leave you today with a preview of the upcoming work at Quinn's Tree Farm. It's the middle of July, and this is a really busy time for Christmas tree farmers. It's shearing season. So as always, I'd rather feel bad in Maine than feel good anywhere else. There you go, my friends. I'll see you soon out in the field. Ah!